What's up, rockers? Today I'm actually working on a different type project. I don't know if any of you guys can figure out what this is. Maybe you can. I'll get you to take a good closer look at each component. There's that. I did not finish it yet, which is by design. I was trying to get some progress, you know. I'll tell you what each part is in a second. And how I got this all together. Oh, this here is nothing more than a foam pad for some friction. That way this won't slide away. This here is an FM transmitter. It's a 15 watt model, I believe. I think, yeah, 15 watt model, which is good for roughly 2 to 3 miles on a clear, in best possible conditions. That means with your broadcasting antenna up high and, you know, open field, whatever. This here is a power supply. Now this is going to be used on a extremely large piece of private property. The guy I'm putting this together for owns a, I'm not going to say where, obviously, privacy reasons, but he owns a very large piece of property. Huge, huge, huge. In a valley. And he wants this to be able, so he can keep his music, his hard drive, or in this case an iPod Touch, in the garage. And be able to listen to it anywhere on his property. And his property parts of his property line does exceed 2 miles. It's in a valley, so it should have no problem covering this whole entire property when it's said and done. I'll show what the antenna looks like. This is just an extra wire I was going to use. I ended up using a 3.5 millimeter to a red and white RCA for the audio input on that and the audio output on the iPod. This here is a power supply. This is actually held on by this pretty tough adhesive here. It's a double-sided tape. This is on there pretty good. That's your obviously where everything's going to plug into, and this is held on pretty good through just that adhesive. And I have this screwed in with sheet metal screws, but what the hell, it works fine. So I'm going to clean up just a little bit. I'm going to try to make this as neat as I can. There's only so much I'm going to be able to do with it, honestly. So it's going to be what it is. That being said, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit when I get further along. Off the record, how evident is my OCD here? I'm going to use this wiring track, but it turns out I didn't really need it. I think it looks pretty damn good if I do say so myself for what it is. Now, yes, before you judge me too much and roll your eyes, yes, that is speaker wire, but is this 12 volt DC 6 amps for this, and it's 14 gauge wire. I always buy the heavy stuff. Look at that. You can't tell me that don't look sweet. It's all pretty neat back here too, organized. Even did a bend here just to make it look good. You can still pick this up and mess with it if need be. Like I said, this cushion here so it won't move too much on its own. Next I gotta do is I gotta wire up the power cord and then set the DC voltage with the meter to make sure I have an even 12 volt. I'll probably give it like a 12.2, 12.3, just give it a little extra oomph. But yeah, I just want to make sure it's not running under voltage, because what'll happen is your amps will go up and this will be struggling to run properly. So, like I said, you're better off with a few extra, with not like a half a volt extra, you know, at the most. So I'll get as close to 12 volts as I can, maybe 12.5 tops. That being said, I'll catch you when I get further along. Alright guys, we are further along in now obviously than we were before, so we're gonna come over to this side I guess for now. On the back side. So I'm gonna plug it in. See, the power indicator light came on. Let's check our voltage going into it. (121 VAC), excellent. Take it over to DC. Red positive. So hopefully it's already adjusted. Good, actually it is. I will show you anyway how, in case some of you guys never messed with this kind of stuff before. Can't really see too good. There we go. So the most you can get is 14 out of it. At least you're gonna get is 9. I think we're gonna leave it right where it was at factory. That's good right there. Gonna leave it at 12.12 volts DC. So that'll fire up this here FM transmitter without a problem. In fact, I should be able to start it up now. Off, on. All right. So before we continue, I pause you there for a minute. I'm gonna get some of this stuff I'm done with cleaned up. I'm a big fan of a clean work area, although my condition of my shop right now kind of might leave you to believe that's a lie, but that's a story for another day. All right, so this is your antenna. It has this, I think it's TNC, I believe these are called. See if I can get this focused in better. No? I'm sure you've seen them before. They're common in like closed circuit TV systems and whatnot. I'm not going to unwrap it because this is a big roll here. It's going to make a mess. So basically what you have is you have one tall one like so, and then you have 3 that go in like this at various angles. So you get one that'll screw in here. I'll hook it up with this to show you. I'm not going to put it in all the way because for obvious reasons. Because we are indoors and it's going to make a freaking, it's going to make a mess and it's going to be in my way. So yeah, you got one that goes in like that, and you'll have 3 of them. You have one over here, and then the other one kind of over here. So it's going to beam the signal out in pretty much all directions. So we're just going to use the one antenna for now because for now it's going to be completely adequate for what we're trying to do. Set this antenna over here like so, and we are just going to plug this in, the antenna in right here for now. Like I said, it's literally just a test. Now, before I go too far into this with you guys, I gotta say something because it's very important. This is made to be used on private properties as such, or in residential areas, if you're using it for your Christmas lights display, which is what these are commonly available for. Don't order one of these on eBay and try to power the radio station on a commercial frequency. You're supposed to use these on like the 88s, stuff like that, off the commercial band. Don't be stupid about it. And like I said, use it on private property, use it legally. What's gonna happen if you decide to go right on the main band, like I'm actually gonna do, because I keep my radio tuned to 93.3 usually. So we're going to be jerks and keep it on 93.1. Or I'll put it on 93.3 for a few minutes. It's not going to hurt nothing. Actually, no, I can't do it. In case somebody else in the neighborhood has WMMR on, I'll put it on 92.9. That way it's out of the way. There's nothing on 92.9 in my area. So this is for putting it onto a mast. So what you do is you put that antenna on like a piece of conduit, a long piece of conduit, put it as high as possible, and beam your signal out of it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to switch my Pioneer up here to FM. I've been listening to Cream and Eric Clapton all night because I'm about it. It's actually interfering with my radio. You hear it? It's pretty strong. Go to 92.9. Okay, as you see here, we are on 92.9 FM, and the signal meter is buried, which is perfectly normal because of how close it is. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this iPod here. The only thing I didn't do yet is hook the charging port up. Music. And my music again. How do you get to the... I don't use these kind of devices very often. Why is that not? Why are you being such a piece of dog shit? Come on, man. That's making an ass out of me, ain't it? There we go. How do you... There you go. Shuffle all. See what comes up. Hymn 43 by Jethro Tull is the first song. Sound quality on these ain't terrible, but you do lose a little bit of fidelity. Are we on full power? Oh, this one doesn't have dual power. Some of them do. You don't want to bury it. As you keep that in the center and have that cranked up about right there. Keep the mic, you're not using the mic, so keep that down. There is something on 92.9 here. I have no guilt about broadcasting over that garbage. There we go. Oh, yeah.
Harvard became.
Some dudes up right. Another portable device. I don't know if this has any batteries left in it. One way to find out, no way. If I know myself like I know myself, this radio here is already tuned probably a WMMR2. Put this up like right. This'll do. Like right there. Yeah, 93. That thing's a little touchy. What song do we got next? Make sure something's gonna get us hit for a copyright. Ooh, one of my favorites actually. Yeah, this tuner's not the radio's. That's why I got it for so cheap, honestly. It's in serious need of some deoxit work. It's a shame too. I'm sure it was really cool at one point. There you go.
Are all empty. Let the roadies take the stage.
So you guys get the idea. So all I gotta do yet is hook up the USB. Get all this crap off me first. is yeah, I have a USB charger for it. So that's gonna plug into that little cube, which is gonna plug into there. Then the charger's gonna go right into the charging port, and then you can just let this thing go. Like I just have it set up to where, yep, there you go, repeat. It's on shuffle, and I have it on repeat, as you can tell by the bottom right here. Trying to help you out. There you go. That'll keep repeat. That's repeat one. You want on repeat mode, so it'll keep playing over and over again. What else we got? Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac, more Jackson Browne, Rush, Paper Lace, Judas Priest, Black Sabbath, Reason to Believe by Rod Stewart, Bad Company, Silver, Blue, and Gold, Long Train Running by the Dubs, Leonard Skinner, Some American Breed, Tom Petty, Dion, Steely Dan, more Steely Dan, more of the Doobie Brothers, the Kinks, Flock of Seagulls, a little Zeppelin for the mix, some Loverboy, oh hell yeah, some Billy Squier, and U2. So yeah, you guys get the idea. Some more Led Zeppelin. So yeah, this is very dominantly classic rock set list, because that's the guys this is for likes. Like I said, if you're going to do something like this, I recommend it. It's a lot of fun. I don't really do projects like this that often because I honestly have no desire to broadcast my own content. But I used to do this kind of stuff when I was younger. I wouldn't mind it for for up here in the mountains, but like I said, when I take the side-by-side out, I usually have a cassette in or hook my phone up to it, because fidelity isn't an issue because of all the noise from the engine. And with the mountains, it would only cover one side of the mountain anyway. Like I said, with that antenna set up the way it is, you're lucky if you're reaching into the street. But if you have that set up in perfect conditions, you probably will reach about 2, maybe 3 miles, which is all said guy needs to do. So should work out pretty good. These used to be a little more expensive, although they're not readily available as they used to be on eBay. I think I paid like $80 for that without the power supply. This I got off of eBay too. iPod Touch was on eBay. It was about between $300 and $350 for everything if you want to do it right. The antenna sold separately too. So yeah, like I said, I had a lot of fun doing this project. I really don't do stuff like this too often, but like I said, I do get enjoyment out of it. And it's pretty cool. It's a good a good conversation piece. So yeah, that being said, this project's a wrap. The guy's coming to pick it up this morning. So yeah, like I said, if you are going to do something like this, don't be stupid about it. Don't try to beam out and cover your whole entire town, because what's going to happen is the FCC catches wind of it. They'll trace a signal. They'll come back to you. They're going to give you a warning first and take your equipment. And then if you do it again, and buy more equipment and do it again, then you're going to get nailed with a freaking fine. And it's just not worth it. Like I said, the most important thing is don't interfere with a commercial radio station. Even if the station's playing garbage pop music, they're still going to get pissed off and send out a complaint for interference. So, and they will come out and find you. Like I said, just don't be stupid about it. Be smart about it. And don't broadcast anything ridiculous either with a bunch of F words. Use this for yourself, just for fun around the house or around your property. Or, like I said, and stay off of the commercial band. The commercial band starts at 92.1 FM. So anywhere 91.9 and down, you should be, use those if you're going to do something like this. Just don't be dumb about it. Anyway, guys, that being said, peace out, rock on. I'm looking forward to see what you guys have to say about this project. Like I said, I had a lot of fun doing it. My buddy that I work with is really going to enjoy it. So, yeah, that's all that matters. It's all about the music. Like I said, you can put whatever you want on these. These are all in Apple lossless, so lossless format. It should sound pretty good. Like I said, you lose a little bit of fidelity with this. These are not high fidelity components. You lose some of your top end in your music with that. But you can compensate for that by turning the treble reduce on the EQ on here. Or if you really want to get into it, you can run it through a graphic equalizer before it gets to the transmitter. You can compensate for your loss frequency that way. But I didn't really get into it. I just used the one on here for something like this. Like I said, you're not using this for critical listening. You're using this for, so he's riding the tractor around the property. It's one of those big ones with the FM radio built in. Stuff like that. That's what it's for. This is going down to Delaware. So, yeah. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to see what you guys got to say about this one. Like I said, I don't really do stuff like this too often. I haven't done it since I was in high school. I'm pretty pleased with the way it turned out, and it does serve its purpose. So, I'll have a hell of a classic rock mix on here, I can tell you that. Anyway, guys, catch you on the next one.